Boeing Company, the New York Stock Exchange BA, had its price objective upped by equities researchers at Morgan Stanley from $260 to $285 in a research note issued to investors on Tuesday, October 24. The brokerage presently has an equal weight rating on the aircraft producer stock. Morgan Stanley's price target indicates a potential upside of 7.32% from the company's previous close. Several other research firms also recently commented on BA. VET raised Boeing Company, from a hold rating to a buy rating and set a $253.33 price objective for the company in a report on Monday, August 7. Sanford C. Bernstein reaffirmed an outperform rating and set a $274 price target on shares of Boeing Company, in a report on Friday, August 11. Royal Bank of Canada raised Boeing Company, from an underperform rating to a sector perform rating and raised their price target for the company from $146 to $235 in a report on Thursday, July 27. Zacks Investment Research downgraded Boeing Company, from a buy rating to a hold rating in a report on Tuesday, September 19. Finally, Cohen & Company reaffirmed a buy rating and set a $255 price target on shares of Boeing Company, in a report on Monday, July 17. One analyst has rated the stock with a sell rating, 10 have issued a hold rating and 14 have issued a buy rating to the company. The company has a consensus rating of buy and a consensus target price of $255.94. Shares of Boeing Company, New York Stock Exchange BA, opened at $265.57 on Tuesday. Boeing Company has a 52-week low of $141.29 and a 52-week high of $267.62. The company has a debt-to-equity ratio of 8.54, a quick ratio of 0.39, and a current ratio of 1.18. The stock has a market capitalization of $158,170, a P/E ratio of 27.08, a P/EG ratio of 2.01, and a beta of 1.22. Boeing Company, the New York Stock Exchange BA, last posted its earnings results on Wednesday, October 25. The aircraft producer reported $2.72 earnings per share, EPS, for the quarter, topping analysts' consensus estimates of $2.65 by 7 cents. The business had revenue of $24.31 billion during the quarter, compared to analysts' expectations of $24.09 billion. Boeing Company, had a return on equity of 12,064.25% and a net margin of 7.33%. Boeing Company, the revenue for the quarter was up 1.7% compared to the same quarter last year. During the same period in the prior year, the business earned $3.51 EPS. Analysts anticipate that Boeing Company will post 10.1 earnings per share for the current year. Several hedge funds and other institutional investors have recently modified their holdings of the company. Vanguard Group Incorporated lifted its position in shares of Boeing Company, by 1.0% during the second quarter. Vanguard Group Incorporated now owns 40,412,706 shares of the aircraft producer's stock valued at $7,991,613,000 after buying an additional 407,511 shares during the last quarter. State Street Corporation lifted its holdings in Boeing Company, by 0.3% during the first quarter. State Street Corporation now owns 28,433,353 shares of the aircraft producer's stock worth $5,028,731,000 after purchasing an additional 87,850 shares in the last quarter. Jennison Associates LLC lifted its holdings in Boeing Company, by 20.3% during the third quarter. Janus & Associates LLC now owns 6,873,128 shares of the aircraft producer's stock worth $1,747,218,000 after purchasing an additional 1,160,859 shares in the last quarter. Janus Henderson Group plc lifted its holdings in Boeing Company, by 7,215.0% during the second quarter. Janus Henderson Group plc now owns 4,919,937 shares of the aircraft producer's stock worth $972,919,000 after purchasing an additional 4,852,679 shares in the last quarter. Finally, Ameriprise Financial Incorporated lifted its holdings in Boeing Company, by 13.3% during the third quarter. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated now owns 3,424,281 shares of the aircraft producer's stock worth $870,618,000 after purchasing an additional 402,240 shares in the last quarter. 71.51% of the stock is currently owned by hedge funds and other institutional investors. Boeing Company, the company profile. The Boeing Company is an aerospace company. The company's segments include commercial airplanes, defense, space, and security, BDS, such as Boeing Military Aircraft, BMA, Network and Space Systems, N&SS, and Global Services and Support, GS&S, and Boeing Capital, BCC. The commercial airplanes segment develops, produces and markets commercial jet aircraft and provides related support services to the commercial airline industry.